Hey, what's up guys? MGH here, and in this video we're going to be talking about the PlayStation 4. Oh, it's so weird saying PlayStation 4. I almost said PlayStation 3 then, but before I get into the video, I just wanted to say something really quick because I stayed up late last night to watch the live stream they had on Twitch and various other websites where they were actually holding this conference or this meeting or this reveal, whatever you want to call it. And at the end of the live stream, I'm not going to lie, I felt pretty disappointed with what they said about the PS4. However, instead of making a video right then, I was really tempted to. I actually went for a dump, and then I came back and thought, right, I'm going to record my opinions on this thing. But then I actually thought, no, I need to gather my thoughts, and kind of make a montage in my brain of what I understand from what they've tried to tell us. There's quite a few good things actually that I've thought about overnight, and I've realised my expectations were way too high. And actually what they have told us and what I'm going to be talking about is extremely impressive. So let's get into the video. The new PlayStation 4 was announced last night in New York. It was pretty much a conference meeting, think of it that way, for Sony to discuss their visions and, show off some new features of their console. And also game development. They have shown a few games. I'm not sure if I'll be able to actually show them, but I'll talk about that in just a second. But in this video, I'm going to break down what they have revealed and give you my opinions on them. But like I said, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show you footage yet, but I'm in talks with IGN. If you don't know, I'm actually partnered with IGN now. I'm going to ask them if I can upload their gameplay or not. But for now, in this video, because it's going to go up today, only a day after the show, I don't want to risk any copyright, so I'm only going to show pictures. And in the future, maybe tomorrow, over the weekend, I will get some gameplay videos up of, the games, the features, break down some of the trailers. Some of the stuff looks incredible. At the time when I was watching the stream, like I said, I felt pretty disappointed. It's like I was expecting, I don't know, it's like I expect the console to print off clothes and, be able to cook you dinners. It's just a game console, and graphics are already pretty damn realistic and they can only get so much better. So anyway, let's talk about the system specs of the PS4. So it's going to have an 8GB RAM. It's got an x86 CPU, which is very, very, very impressive. If you're a computer geek, then you'll know why. If you're not, basically, it's just a very, very powerful CPU. And it's got an enhanced PC GPU, so they're actually using mainly PC components in this PS3. It's going to become an optimized PC console, if you think of it that way. And you know what the great thing about that is? When they port games from PC to console, it's going to run absolutely amazingly on the PS3. Something that we've lacked. PS4, sorry, Jesus. Forgive me if I say PS3 during this video. I'm so used to doing that. But games have always run a little bit poorly on the PS3 if they've been a straight console port from PC. And vice versa. If a game's gone to PC from PS3, it tends to run a little bit bad. But that will be no more. A local storage hard drive as well will be featured. They haven't said how big, but I'm guessing it's going to be in the terabytes, 2 terabyte maybe, especially if there's, going to be so much downloading in these consoles in the future. And also, it's basically it's featuring a supercharged PC architecture. That's how they're putting it. It's going to be a beast. It really is. And the first thing I saw when they read these out is I don't think the Xbox is going to be able to compete with that. I really don't. And if they do, then congrats, it's just going to boost up their price as well. The PS4 will be more pricey, there's no doubt about it. But you got to think of the PS4 as almost an optimized PC. It's not a box. It's not a console like box, if you think of it that way. Whereas I think the new Xbox will be. It will feature less power and it won't be so much using, PC architecture. It'll be kind of like the Xbox 360, just a bit more beefier. Think of it that way. We don't know yet though. We have to wait till June to see. Right, so Sony says the new PS4 will represent a significant shift from thinking of PlayStation as merely a box or console. The PS4 will be a gamer-centric system made by game developers for game developers. That right away, these are things that they've said during their stream. And at the time I was like, oh, for Christ's sake, why can't we just have an amazing console with 20GB RAM, 5 terabytes storage, and just crazy specs? When actually, when you look into it more, they're trying their best to make it almost like a PC console. It's a weird way to look at it, but that's what we got to do. Anyway, let's talk about the controller. I will put some pictures up. The new controller is called a DualShock 4. It's going to feature a touchpad on the front that allows players to do many things. Like, I think in the demo, he was actually moving a cinematic around the camera. So, imagine you're playing Call of Duty, the single player. you go into a cinematic cutscene, you'll actually be able to use that touchpad to look around. That's pretty cool. You got to give it to them. That is pretty cool. What else it'll be used for? I'm guessing, if you're in the menus, you'll be able to swipe your finger along the touchpad. You'll see it on screen there. And, go across the menus and, go through messages and stuff like that. I'm also guessing it's going to have quite a few features that will be handy in games. So, for example, maybe on FIFA, you can save penalties with the touchpad. You just little things like that, which I think is pretty cool. Also on the controller, it has a 3.5mm headphone jack for connection to products that they say will improve social gameplay. So headsets, maybe it will have other products that they'll bring out with the PS3. Now, this is the big thing. It's got a share button on it. I'll put a picture up of that. And this share button they like to call it an instant button to the world. It's going to let you live broadcast your gameplay to your friends on the PSN network, upload clips and pictures from straight from the game, which is... When I first heard about it, I was like, great, more social shit. I don't want people sharing what they're doing on games all the time. But when you think about it, imagine, right, you're playing FIFA, you scored this absolutely amazing goal in single player. Obviously online, it's going to be difficult to pause the game. But if you hit that share button on the back of the controller, you can then go back, edit that little goal you just scored, and upload it straight to the internet from your console in your game. I mean, we've heard of these things before, but they've never been done really smoothly. And the PS4, I'm sure, has got the hardware to do this. It says it uses a completely separate RAM to do this I don't know what you want to call it. But either way, it should probably work very well. Now, this share button also lets you share games with your friends, meaning if you're stuck in something in-game, so say you're playing Oblivion or Skyrim or the new Elder Scrolls game, and you're stuck on a mission and you need some help, you can invite your friend into your game using the share button. I mean, what the fuck? That is just absolutely groundbreaking, and I cannot believe that's going to happen. Just imagine getting stuck in a game and you can invite your buddy in who's already done it. You can already talk to him in the party chat that the PS4 definitely is going to have. I'm pretty sure it's going to have party chat now. If you're an Xbox user, you'll be like, wow, great, party chat. But for us PS3 fans, we haven't had party chat and we've missed it, obviously. But yeah, you'll be able to share the game, say, look, I'm stuck, please help me, and he will jump straight into the game. Now, before I move on to the next thing, on that topic, the fact that he'll be able to jump straight in the game, the PS4 is going to have the ability to almost pause your game. So say you're finishing up a mission, but you've got to go for dinner and you have to turn your console off. Really annoying in real life, right? Because you know you're going to lose your progress. On the PS4, when you turn off the console, it remembers exactly where you were. It saves it on the RAM, they're saying. And as soon as you hit that power button, when you turn it off, it's going to stay. And then when you come back, you hit that power on button, boom, you're back in the game instantly. That is just incredible, and I wanted to get that out there because I actually haven't got that down in my notes. I completely forgot about that bit. I have tried to prepare the best of my ability. I've only been up for half an hour. I really wanted to get this video out today. Also, there is a feature called Remote Play that lets you share games with others or lets you play games from your PlayStation Vita device instead. So this is something that kind of annoyed me last night. The PlayStation Vita is... It's the PSP. It's the new PSP. It's like a handheld version of the PS3. Think of it that way. They had very poor sales. They sold, I think, half of what they expected to sell in the first month, and it's got worse and worse. What they've done is pretty clever, actually. At the time, I was just thinking they're selling out their PS Vita. No one cares about it. What they've done is they've made it almost like a separate console. You can actually link it up with your PS4. So if you're playing a game on PS4 and you need to move into the other room while your mum hoovers, you can actually put the console's feed onto your PlayStation Vita and play it on there instead. Same graphics, it's going to run smoothly. It's literally, I think, streamed to your Vita. That is just mental. What a great idea. So now if you get a PS4 and you're, looking to maybe have the option, you can go ahead and buy a PS Vita for 150 quid or whatever it'll be at the time, and you'll be able to remote play the games on PS4 on your Vita, which is really cool. The other great thing about this is, obviously, if you have a couple of Vitas, your friends and family can use those as separate controllers, and you can all link in together, which is a special feature. It really is. One thing that I think they've done right, actually. At the time, I was pissed, but now I've realised that is actually extremely clever. Whether you'll be able to actually play PS4 on the Vita when you're offline, I don't think that's going to work, because obviously it's not got the same hardware. Games won't run on the Vita like they do on the PS4, so that I don't think that'll work on the train, for example. Now, this is a big pointer. I wanted to make sure I got this one out and let you guys know that the PlayStation 4 won't have backwards compatibility with PlayStation 3 games. So you won't be able to put in your PS3 disc into the PlayStation 4 and play that game. You won't be able to do it. But, a lot of people were complaining when they said this, but they probably didn't listen to this bit. It's hard to explain without going through the first bit here. Gaikai, I think that's how you say it. They're a cloud gaming service, right? Sony bought them for $390 million or something last year. This is where it gets interesting. So you won't be able to play PlayStation 3 games, but it will definitely have it through the Gaikai, whatever it is, cloud gaming service in the future. They're working with Sony together to bring revolution to cloud gaming, they're saying. The plan is to have all PlayStation games from past, present, future available to everyone anytime on the cloud service. So if you want to go back and play a PS2 game, you simply go on the Gaikai app or whatever on the cloud service and just download it and you can play it there. And that is all of the old PlayStation games. They're saying, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, 3, and even PlayStation Portable games, they will all be on the cloud service for you to download, which is absolutely incredible. But not only will you be able to play these games on the PS4, you will also be able to play them on your PS Vita, your smartphone, your tablet, and even your PC. So you've got to think of Gaikai as a separate entity to the PlayStation 4, but they are in partnership. So you'll be able to have like an account with Gaikai, I guess, which will have all of your games, and you can download the app on your phone, and you'll be able to download those games onto your phone. Oh, my head's exploding with just absolute sheer shock and amazement. Now, I know I'm a PlayStation fanboy, and I've got nothing against the Xbox, guys, but I want to end this video just saying this. I think it's going to be hard to beat some of the things that PlayStation 4 has revealed. The other thing to mention is they haven't revealed the actual look of the console yet. Some people are saying that they haven't actually decided, what it's going to look like yet, but I think that's bollocks. What they're doing is they're holding, think of it as a smoking gun. When they go to June, E3 in June, and Xbox are revealing their console, which, don't get me wrong, it's going to be amazing. They're going to have some incredible features on there. Sony want to have something to blow people's minds, and I'm sure it's going to be when they say, right, here's our console, have a look at this, and it's going to look incredible. It's going to have LEDs all over it. It's going to freaking have hover blades so it can fly, and, it's going to have scuba diving kit with it. It's just going to be mental. So I think that's why we don't know what it looks like yet, because they're just holding that back. It gives them something to use against Microsoft at E3 in June. So exciting. So much good news coming out of this conference. At the time, like I said, was a little bit disappointed. I've seen some of the gameplay of some games. At the time, I was watching it in 360p, and I was just like, you know what? It doesn't look that much better than Battlefield 3, for example. But I woke up this morning and seen, HD footage on IGN's channel. It looks incredible. So I can't use it in this video. I'm guessing I'll be able to contact IGN later today and maybe get some more videos up over the next few days of the actual gameplay and some of the demos they showed at the conference. It was incredible. But thank you for watching this, guys. My opinion so far looks very good. I mean, I'm very intrigued in the PS4. I don't like the whole social idea, integrating Facebook and streaming websites. And that's another thing I forgot to mention, by the way. You can actually stream with your PS4. Oh my god. With the share button, you can just stream your games to Ustream. It won't be Twitch. I think Twitch are partnered with Xbox. But Ustream is just as good if you ask me. It's just a streaming website. I'll talk more about these things in other videos. I think I just wanted to get my main points, but I'm very excited. I think some of the features are absolutely groundbreaking. And Xbox, you've got a job to beat PS4. You really do. You beat them last time. You did. I'll admit that. You beat them last time. But this time, I think Sony are out for revenge. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit subscribe, guys, if you haven't already, so you can stay up to date with PS4 information, because I will be uploading plenty of videos over the next few months, I'm sure, regarding information, news, games, everything about the PS4. So hit the subscribe button and you won't miss a video.